Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian and welcome back to Crusader Kings 3 and the Fate of Iberia expansion. So we were able to get 2 videos recorded here on Friday, so we'll have a video on Saturday and Sunday. So let's go ahead and jump into today's video. I think we're pretty much just kind of waiting for our character to die here to take over as our son, who's shaped up to be a pretty interesting character here. Of course, he's greedy and that is considered sinful to our Muslim religion here. And so therefore we're going to be losing piety every month from that. So that's unfortunate. But yeah, I think it's an interesting character here. So I'm excited to play as him. And of course he'll have his brother, who'll be a powerful vassal. He's going to inherit the duchy here. And he's going to be pretty powerful compared to our character. Our wife encourages chivalry, so that is going to result in us getting more prestige. Of course, we spent some prestige last episode, but remember, we don't have the acceptance to create the hybrid culture. So yeah, we're going to have to wait quite some time, I think. It's probably something that our son does rather than our current character. Also like that it will likely be taking over as our son is a pretty young character. So that'll be nice as well. So this is from the King of Castile. Alright, so we can start exchanging letters to him. Remember, we did a start, well, we didn't start it, but we were intending to start an assassination plot against them. Looking for secrets right now. So that's interesting. So we could do that. We could frame the king's letter in my hall. That'll result in stress because we're humble. Or we could politely decline and we'll actually lose some stress here. Yeah, I think that's probably what we'll do. Just politely decline. Because, I mean, we're attempting to assassinate him. Now, we are deceitful characters, so maybe we'd continue having conversations with him as we plot behind his back. And here's a child heritage secret on the Countess. So that could be useful to blackmail her on. She's in prison right now, though. Probably because she cheated. So it's already been known that she's a fornicator. So, I mean, she might not have cheated because her husband's been dead 5 years, so she's not an adulterer. She just had sex outside of marriage. All right, yeah, let's go ahead and do that and see if we can't blackmail her. She's a countess, so she could be useful. So let's go ahead and blackmail. We'll get a strong hook on her and 100% chance of success here. All right, excellent. Still need more secrets though, guys. And she's in prison anyway, so she won't be able to even help us. Our wife continues to get us some great bonuses. This is going to increase stewardship for her, which might increase our own stewardship. Yeah, that'll give us 1 extra stewardship here. Alright, so that's very nice. She continues to get us some great bonuses. Trappings of Majesty. I stand above my subjects as a sovereign ruler, unequaled in the realm. Dressing the part with resplendent garments and jewelry would serve as a subtle reminder to everyone that I am in charge. Again, as a humble character, probably wouldn't do this one. Could say the local fashions have symbolic meaning. Stewardship challenge. And 81% chance of success. That'll get us 2+ diplomacy and 1+ stewardship, and we get 100 diplomacy lifestyle points. Or you say I do not need things to legitimize my rule and scream it out. I don't think we'd do that one either, though. So yeah, let's go with this one. Local fashions have symbolic meaning. Good chance of success, and yeah, it worked out. And looks like France just won maybe a rebellion or something. Yeah, rebellion against this tyranny. And she didn't find any secrets, unfortunately. Let's continue to keep her there. I mean, she has that great intrigue, so if she doesn't find any secrets, a good chance that there aren't any. And again, our wife is pregnant. This is the younger one. So you might just have to disinherit her son as well, and maybe have a policy of like each wife gets 1 son to inherit, and that's it. Because yeah, this would be likely another son. That's all we seem to have is sons. We haven't had any daughters. Have we had any daughters in the entire game? I know we started with a few, but I don't know if we've actually had any that were born to one of our characters. We did increase opinion with the Spy Master, so that's good news. Don't want her acting against us. And alright, we got a bunch of stuff that popped up over here. I was trying to look at what was in here. And the small religious carvings has a low durability, so probably want to go ahead and increase that. Fortunately, we gotta spend the money for that. We do want to keep that though. Alright, so this one is about having Yusef come to visit his court, just because they're both children. And yeah, as an ego reveler, this will result in us losing stress. So yeah, we're going to do that. Of course, he'll be there. And then we have the comfort of a friend. Is this going to result in stress loss as well? It does. This is our wife and friend, who did not bore us any children, but has served us as a fantastic spouse throughout her life. And she's going to help us reduce some of our stress. All right, excellent. So all that has helped, because I was going to do another feast, but now it's not really necessary, is it? Our son came back unharmed. Seems like we got a lot of factions coming up against us. We also got a diplomacy perk and a gift. Alright, so yeah, he gave us a gift. We'll take that. See? It works having some friends. And he's going to lose stress because he's a generous character, which is probably why he gave us the gift in the first place. So the Friendly Council, remember, this is going to boost us 2 random skill points for every single friend, which we only have 3 now. But that's still 6 points. And so you can see that here, our diplomacy has been increased. What's it called? So we can see where we're getting the points in. I'm not entirely sure what it's called. Friendly Council. So just see what we're getting boosted in. Doesn't look like we're getting one here in the diplomacy or martial. But stewardship, we're getting a 4+ on stewardship. Wow. Alright, so super helpful there. And then we're also getting 2 to intrigue. So those are the 6 points that we're currently getting. So yeah, really helpful perk to have. Of course, we're not going to have it for very long because our character's not doing so well health-wise. Again, she did not find a secret. I'm kind of thinking that's going to be it, guys. So we'll go ahead and pull her off of that. I just don't know that we'll be able to assassinate him with what we got here without having to pump a bunch of money into it. Yeah, probably not going to do that, guys. I mean, maybe if we had a bunch of money that we didn't need to spend on other things, but I wanted to get the men-at-arms finished up, but that's the last thing we got to do there. And now our men-at-arms are complete for now. Our alliance with Musa has expired. I believe he was over there in Africa, right? Yeah. So it wasn't really all that helpful of an alliance. I think that was through a marriage. Maybe to one of his daughters? I don't know if we married one of his daughters. I'm not entirely sure which marriage resulted in that. Another son. Yeah, another son, guys. Alright. I guess we can go with a good Muslim name. I don't have any Muhammads. What's Muhammad? So, yeah, we do have to, unfortunately... Oh, and figure that he's an intelligent guy, too. But yeah, we'll just go with the same policy, guys, and just disinherit any second sons from a spouse. Because, yeah, it does result in inheritance getting kind of bad. We're just not going to get as much. And with some characters, you know, we just won't be able to use this tactic. Like, let's say we have I don't know, a generous character. Maybe even a kind character. I don't remember what all traits would affect that. Yeah, any compassionate type character, you know, we're not going to be able to use that tactic, but it's really not this character, is it? So here's a chance to compliment the Spy Master. So we can compliment her youthful vigor. Sounds like something she might like. She's got that prowess up. Yeah, I can see doing that. We could also keep it short and professional. Yeah, we'll do this. We'll see if it boosts the opinion a bit more. And it did. Alright, so we've boosted our opinion a bit more. We're at 33 right now, so we should keep this sway attempt going. And yeah, at this point, we're just kind of waiting for the king to die so that we can take over as his son. I almost want to let him get a title, even though we don't have any extra titles. In fact, we can hold 2 more titles. But I almost want to go ahead and give him a title here. I think we will. Just give him one of these counties. Yeah, probably whichever one's results in us making the least amount of money from it. That's the one we'll grant to him. So as far as his education, it went fantastic. He's a brilliant strategist. I mean, this character just turned out pretty darn well overall. He's also a military engineer, so that's great for the sieges. But his overall skills, I suppose, aren't that great. He did not get a lot of points here, so that's unfortunate. So I like his traits. I like his education trait, and also commander trait's good too. But his overall attributes down here could use a lot of work. He's not really great at martial. His stewardship's okay. but he sucks, absolutely sucks at diplomacy, intrigue, and learning. So he's just horrible at those things. But he's great with the prowess. Prowess is pretty darn good. So yeah, let's go and let him work on increasing his abilities. Work on him getting some perks and maybe some extra modifiers here by granting him one of these titles here. As far as which one, let's just take a look at which one is the least profitable for us. As far as money goes, I don't care as much about levies. So the least profitable one is clearly that one up there. So that's the one that we'll grant him. So let's go ahead and get our son a title here, so we can start improving his skills. And yeah, we just want to give him this county. That's it. All right, excellent. So he's become one of our vassals here. And he can start boosting some of his stuff. Now we do need him to have a spouse. So let's go ahead and arrange a marriage for him. Something I probably should have done before, but it's fine. I've got this all set up for us to look at who's all available here. I was going to see if we wanted to look at potential traits, but there's also the fact that we want a more permanent alliance down here. Our son will not be able to arrange alliances without the marriage. So yeah, it would make sense for us to go ahead and arrange a marriage for one of our neighbors. Either one would work, but he's our good friend, so it would make sense that we would attempt to, unite our families here. However, when it comes to inheritable traits, she's got the lisping one rather than a more positive trait here. So you might want to arrange a marriage for one of his younger daughters. You could also instead arrange a marriage with a brother. So one of the brothers would be the one who marries into that family, because that would work as well. So you might do that instead. And for now, just try and get a good trait. We haven't really got any good traits into our family yet, because most of the marriages that we've done for actual traits has been with younger sons rather than with the heirs. The heirs we've done, which is more accurate and fits roleplay better. We've done marriages for alliances for the heirs, typically. Now we have had a few spouses with this character, maybe with another previous character that had the traits, but unfortunately it did result in younger sons getting those traits instead of the eldest. So yeah, we can attempt to do a marriage, I suppose, for a trait this time. Just try and get something into the family, if there's even anything available. Maybe there's not. So just take a look. Inheritable traits, and I guess we'll sort this by some of all skills. Maybe just want the best stewardship. That's typically the one that you need. Although his stewardship isn't really all that bad, and we'll likely be able to have far more titles than we'll have available. So maybe we should just go with the sum of all skills best character, because he sucks at so many other things that you're probably going to want your spouse boosting a little bit of everything, most likely. So you just want like the best character. So she's pretty. You got a robust character. It'd be great to get that into the dynasty as well. And these are all of age as well. And I did forget to say that they need to be not lowborn. Let's make sure we specify that. A lot of these other ladies here are much younger. You got some potential alliances through here. You got the intelligent trait, obviously the best one to get, and she's only 11, so she'll likely boost these quite a bit more. When you get with the younger, you do the younger betrothals, you don't really know how that character is gonna, end up. So you could do the pretty character here, or the robust. And those might be the best options as far as like if we also want to consider the skills, since those are the best up at the top. And if you don't want them to be too old as well, that's something to consider. Yeah, not a lot of intelligent traits throughout here. So yeah, I think it would be best to do one of these two. So let's just take a look at their actual traits here and see based on that which we prefer. Now, as far as the sum of all skills, I mean, she's clearly better. Yeah, much better. She's better in every single skill category except for stewardship, which is only slightly lower. Well, I guess intrigue is also slightly lower. But learning is much higher. Martial's slightly higher. And diplomacy is much higher. So she's better in that sense. She's temperate, ambitious, and cynical versus a brave, impatient, lustful character. So that's interesting. They would end up being almost the same characters with the difference that she's lustful instead of greedy. So I think we're gonna go with her, just because she's better with the sum of all skills. So I think she's a better fit, and she can kind of boost our learning and diplomacy up higher, which is what our character lacks in. So we're going to go with her, but I think they would have very good opinions of each other because of the fact that they have the similar traits. So you get the boost of 10 plus from the opinion of brave characters. I don't think this one has a boost for similar traits. Yeah, I think we'll do her. And yeah, she's an attractive young lady. And so let's send that proposal off. No alliance from this one. Yeah, just get him a marriage, and one where she's not too different on the age. And the reason why she has such high skills here is because of the shrewd that boosts everything by 2. That's really a good one to have there. So he has a spouse now, and thus they can start having children. And we will wait to arrange, although it would be nice to get his piety up. As a count, I think he needs 2 spouses, so we could arrange another spouse for him. And we could even, yeah, you know what? We could even do the other lady we were looking at, the other young lady here, and just do marriages of both of them. I suppose that makes sense. Yeah, let's do that, because I don't want him losing any piety, or lose any more piety than necessary. I don't know if that'll help at all. It looks like it's at plus 0.3 per month. It might have been at that before. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, he should have been getting a penalty, you'd think, if he didn't have the 2 marriages as a count. All right, so they've been married, and our marshal has impressed our vassals, gaining us some prestige and increase in opinion. Again, we have a real good group of council members. Everybody here is really solid. Our marshal, Prince Ali, he's probably the weakest link, but even he's pretty good at his job. So yeah, real good group of people here. Now, it looks like we converted that province and then didn't change that up to another province. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. So we will do... This will work on our son's location. He'll do it on his own as well, but we'll be quicker with it. So we'll work on that. And competitive croning. So neither Layla nor Zafir notice as I creep closer to their boisterous hallway conversation. Physical supplication is key. Every groveling induced bruise on my knee is fresh coin in my purse. You just can't go wrong with prostration. Nonsense. Just keep stacking adjectives in front of his title and you'll be rich till you die. If you got air in your lungs before you get to Sultan, you're doing it wrong. I cough, hushing the mortified toadies instantly. So this is an interesting conversation these two are having. How best to grovel to us, either by prostration or throwing a bunch of titles in front of our name. So what we say here, honestly, you could both try harder at this. We're humble character, I don't think we'd do that. And yeah, we'd gain a ton of stress because we're humble. You say, I see right through your manipulation lackeys. We'll actually lose stress because we're humble. We'll hurt both of their feelings and we'll gain prestige. I don't think we'd say that as a deceitful character. Wouldn't be so honest, I feel. So yeah, we're not going to do that one. Instead, you can say, I think you're missing the most obvious way to my heart, and then have to pay us 30 gold. And we lose opinion with them. Or we can say this is beneath me, which kind of fits for our character, I think. So I think that's what we're going to do with that humble trait. Let me see what this is all about. We need to designate a guardian. We can also negotiate alliances. This is with our son, so it makes sense to do that. But yeah, we're not going to do it with him. Yeah, let's go ahead and... Remember, we've already disinherited both of these two characters here. He has the learning education. We selected that earlier, but he does not have a guardian yet, so we need to select somebody. So I think his mother would probably be the best choice here. And that's what we did with our other child as well, had his mother do it. And yeah, she's doesn't have the doesn't have any intelligence traits that would boost it, like genius or anything like that, but she does have the decent learning, which is what's most important for him. She's an astute intellectual, and you know, she's definitely not the best choice here, I think. But I think it's fitting, and it fits what we did with our previous child. Had the mother educate. So that's what we'll do again. With the youngest now, he does not yet have his trait, so we'll have to wait. But yeah, he did get the quick trait. So that's good. And of course, our son agreed to the alliance, as expected. So we're already 60 years old. I didn't think we'd live to see 60. Watch us live forever. It always happens that way. I always expect that we're going to die soon, and then we don't. We did boost her opinion as well. Alright, well, let's probably cancel that. It's a pretty good position right now. It's a 71% chance we'll continue to have success there. But let's instead increase somebody else's opinion. Everybody here likes us quite a bit. But do we have any vassals that maybe don't like us very much? Maybe we want to look at that. Can we sort this by opinion here? And it's not actually doing that, though. But you can see the sheik. That's the one we killed his father. Well, first of all, he's not doing all that well. He's all beat up. He likely did it to himself. I guess we have respect for that, though. We do that as well. He has a son, an heir. Could boost his opinion. He's, a powerful vassal, and he doesn't have a position in our court yet. Let me just see if we had any positions open. I mean, these are all powerful vassals as well, so it's just he's just the 5th guy, and he wouldn't really be better than any of these characters here. Now, I don't think she was originally a powerful vassal when we gave her this position. It's interesting that she is now. Yeah, I think we just picked her because of her high intrigue. So yeah, we could boost up in with him. Makes sense. Since, he doesn't like us due to not having that seat on the council. Yeah, we'll boost his opinion. And that Liberty faction has disbanded. I think the Spymaster was in charge of that, so likely our swaying her is the reason for her disbanding it. And one of our vassals, Walia Isabella, has given us a hook, it seems. Yeah, weak hook. And we'll boost her opinion. But what does she get out of this promise? My son and heir, Prince Yusuf, approaches me in private with clear doubt in his eyes. He explains to me that his faith is faltering due to his time spent guarding the border against Catholicism and fraternizing with the enemy. His words are not in jest. It feels as if the slightest mistake could push him away from Allah. Yet this is an opportunity to strengthen our fervor as well as our relationship. So this is something I was kind of worried about, which is why we started trying to convert the faith there, is that he might start questioning his religion. And so, because we have the intrigue skill, we can threaten to denounce him as a heretic, increasing our dread, gaining a weak hook on him, which we already have a hook on him, and of course you're going to lose a lot of opinion with him. That's probably not the best way to handle this situation. That's not the way we would do it, I don't think. We could instead say, I will reignite his fervor myself. This is a learning challenge, so we have a decent chance of succeeding, 65% chance. We'll gain some piety, and we might form a friendship with our son. Instead, we say, pick any faith so long as you serve me. And in that case, he'll convert to Catholicism, or 50% chance he will. Or we could instead say, someone called me a priest, and we gain stress because we're humble. I'm not entirely sure why that is. Because he'll feel betrayed, maybe. I don't know. I don't know exactly why you'd get the humble penalty here for the stress. But yeah, we'd betray him by telling somebody about it. So there's a 100% chance that Zafir would succeed, though, simply because he's so good at it. So that'd be the best way if we wanted to ensure that he didn't convert. Maybe we just try it ourselves, though. I mean, we're pretty humble. So for me, it feels like this would be the way that a humble character wouldn't do it and might gain stress. The fact that you believe that you could do it yourself, rather than a priest who that's what he does. I don't know why this results in stress as a humble character. It doesn't make any sense to me. That's kind of strange, honestly. Yeah, we could try it ourselves, but yeah, that's not a good chance of success. I mean, it's a 2/3 chance of success. And there's a 1/3 chance that he converts to Catholicism, which would be disastrous. Again, I think as a humble character, you would call him priest. I don't know why it results in stress. I don't know why you would think you would do it yourself. So we're going to do it this way. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure why that resulted in stress, but we have the room here. And I'm trying to think of the paradox's interpretation there, why that resulted in stress. I'm not sure. So faction was created against us. Okay, we probably got a bunch of factions created against us at this point. Yeah, we got 3 factions. I think several keep disbanding and then being recreated. But these ones actually have like characters involved in this. Nobody really powerful, but yeah, we could see potential larger rebellions here. Because yeah, there's about 4 characters who are now supporting factions. Everybody just kind of getting sick of our rule or something. We have a hook on this character here. nothing really to do with that hook, though. He was a peasant leader, and apparently he's still serving at night, despite the fact that he's kind of lost a lot. And yeah, we are looking at facing a rebellion here in less than a year. Another small rebellion, guys, just in one county. So not too big of a deal. We'll be able to put that down easy enough. We do have money here. We've already built up the men-at-arms. So we should go ahead and invest in our counties further. So we'll stick to the capital for now. And let's go ahead and do something that's going to get us money more than likely, which would be this one here. It's not going to get a lot more, but it does help, the wood pastures. So we'll do that. Do a little bit of construction here in the capital. And we actually still have some money for spending. And unfortunately, Zafir just died, our fantastic priest. And he did an excellent job with the 22 learning. Served us well for a long time. Was involved in a lot of events as well. So that's unfortunate. Our spouse has gained the architect trait, though. So she just continues to improve. Very impressive overall. But yeah, we need to get somebody else placed here. They automatically put somebody in place, but is this who we want there? Probably not. His learning is not great. I'm not entirely sure who this character is, but yeah, he's clearly not the best choice for the job. So let's go ahead and replace him. We got the antiquarian. He can do this, and he would probably be the best one at the position. He's lowborn. He's really old, so he wouldn't be able to do it for very long, and he's not as good. So let's assign him. He's clearly the best choice. Chase, compassionate, shy. It seems like a fantastic character for this job. So put him in place instead. Of course, that'll piss off our current Alama, but we didn't put him in that position. I don't know who did appoint him, but it wasn't us. So we've seen this event before, the loyalty or fear. As we can say, I will win their unwavering loyalty. And that's what we did before, I think, reducing our taxes. Yeah, I guess we'll do that one again. I think that makes most sense for this character as a humble character. Yeah, I don't think we'd say that. Another challenge to a board game here. This is our cousin. Yeah, we could try again. I'm not sure. This seems like the same character that we did it before and lost. If we decline, he'll gain stress and we'll lose opinion with him. He already really, really likes us. Maybe we just don't feel like playing the board game right now. And we already know we're going to lose. We lost him last time. And we already said he is the better player. So we're going to decline this time. He'll be upset, but you can see his opinion has not changed at all. Because he liked us so much. So not really a problem. We got another diplomacy perk. And looks like we got another bonus here due to our excellent spouse. We can build faster in this county here. So with the diplomacy perk, it's going to be sound foundations. Each living child gives you 1 random skill point. So that's helpful. Next is the Patriarchy. I don't know if we'll make it to it. Increasing fertility again. So yeah, we've gotten more skill boosts. I'm not entirely sure what we got here, but we got one for every child. So we got a 2+ to our learning, 1 to our intrigue. There should be 1 more somewhere right there to the marshal. So yeah, again, just very nice perks there. Really helping us out here with our skills. I mean, our character is absolutely fantastic. I mean, he's still weak in the learning and the martial, but yeah, great stewardship, great diplomacy, and decent intrigue. Not bad. Of course, we're going to be losing him soon, being replaced with our son. And here's the rebellion we need to put down. It was over here. A little bit larger rebellion, but shouldn't be too difficult to put this down here. And again, we'll just use the men-at-arms. Yeah, it's not going to be necessary to raise up anything else. Just slow this down a little bit, just so we don't blow past it. It should be a nice easy win here. We can change up who we have leading. He's currently the best character as far as the advantage goes. But yeah, he's not going to get a defensive advantage bonus there, so it might be better to instead put a different character in charge, like maybe our player heir. Yeah, let's let him get some experience leading. So he's going to put down a rebellion. Makes sense. A lot of times, the prince would be the one that would be tasked with putting down rebellions by their father and ruler. So yeah, it makes sense that we would do that. Let's go and speed this up, because this is going to be nice and easy and quick. And, yeah, your son was successful, as we expected him to be. Let's go and enforce our demands, and then we'll take a look at the guy in prison here, see what we want to do with him. So, he's not all that good. I don't think we're gonna keep him as a knight. We're just gonna demand his conversion. Get a weak hook on him if we can, which you can't. We'll just demand his conversion, and then we'll let him out. Alright, so the faction is disbanded. Put that down. Let's go and disband our armies as well, so not paying for those. And we have more money. Is this all part? Yeah, this is all part of this one here. So we can go and build here, I suppose. We actually have another building we can get, so we haven't even constructed all the buildings in this location. So let's go ahead and get something else. So we're already getting a lot of money here. We have the small hill fort as well. So we don't really have anything to get its levies. But if we do the pastoral lands, we'll get levies and money. So I think that's what we'll do. Just continue trying to get that money. And again, the younger son got a boost of 3, where the two older ones only got the boost of 1 from that groomed to rule. So yeah, I've been just waiting this whole time for our character to die, and he's living forever. I mean, I guess we're still ruling and doing everything we need to do here, but we could have been doing a war. But again, I kind of feel like having our son do that war against Castile is most fitting whenever he takes over. But I suppose you could have him lead the troops, you know, even if he isn't the ruler, if we really wanted to get this conflict started. Finger bones of a sultan. A peddler in a cloak with dozens of baubles and knickknacks sewn onto it rattles up to me. My lord, I have an artifact of grand illusion with which you may convince all you possess magical power. It's kind of a weird phrase in here. Like I should have a comma right there, or convince all that you possess magical power. She brandishes a colorful fabric worm on a very thin string. It appears dormant at first, but by manipulating the thread, one can affect the illusion the worm has come to life. Think of how this will impress the lords at court. So you say, I will not play the puppet master. We'll gain some piety. Or you say, I do enjoy some wriggling. Yeah, I mean, as a deceitful character, you probably would want to get this. And it'll be an artifact. I'm not entirely sure what it'll do. We'll see. We don't have to pay for it, though, so... yeah, we'll do it. And let's just take a look at this artifact and exactly what it does here. So, worm on a string. It actually reduces attraction opinion, but increases opinion with children. So it impresses children, but nobody else. Maybe. Yeah, I mean, they said we'd do it, so we'll wear it, I suppose. But, obviously... it'll reduce our attraction, but I suppose we don't really care about that, though, do we? And this character wants a divorce. Because remember, he married an older lady. And it's in our best interest that we do not get this divorce, so we're going to decline. I'll be unhappy about it. That's fine. So remember, we had her give us a hook earlier, and we're wondering what it was she wanted. Here's another event involving her. But... this is probably not related to it because it's just us becoming friends with her. So we can always use more friends. So we'll do that. Even though she is kind of old and thus she'll likely die soon. Can't get to her, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm not going to go look for her again. But yeah, she'll likely die soon. I can't remember where she was. But that will result in us getting more stress. So kind of a negative in a sense. So we did increase opinion with him further. Excellent. We don't really need to boost his opinion any further, I don't think. Also, we finished up construction here in the capital. So let's go ahead and improve something here. You know, we can go in and get this for the bonuses down here. And it's cheap, so we'll get it. So I don't think we need to sway him any longer. So let's go and stop that. And we'll attempt to sway somebody else. Now, one thing I have been forgetting to do is having our children learn languages while they're young. That's really something you should do while they're young. It's you know, much better, much more likely chance they'll succeed. So we really should have been doing that. Our son has a glorious beard. Look at that. So he just becomes more and more amazing every time I look at him. He's also an eager reveler already as well, which is going to boost two things he really needed to boost, the diplomacy and the intrigue. So yeah, he's doing great. And they've already had a son and heir. And is that with the eldest wife? Yeah, that's with his eldest wife. She is attractive, so it makes sense. Is he heterosexual? He is. So, yeah, every time I look at him, he's boosting his skills. He's going to be a great heir, I think, for a great ruler. We've had a really decent ruler here with this one. Yeah, we really should have been teaching our kids new languages. It's not as important, I feel, for the younger kids who we're not going to have inherit. But we haven't been raising him, so we can take a look at what his traits are, and they're deceitful, patient, and greedy. So unlike his brother, he's quite patient, but they're both greedy. And yeah, he's a deceitful character, which fits for his intrigue education. Let's take a look at... Well, he doesn't have any traits. Okay. Did we do anything with him yet? Muhammad, we have not. So he is also curious. As of right now, he's doing diplomacy. I think that's what we'll keep him on because we already have somebody doing the learning here. So yeah, we'll have him do that. Just so we have all our characters, all of our children doing different educations. The lure of language. Is this the one that will help us learn the language faster? I think this is the one we had before. Yeah, we've been trying to learn. I thought we already... No, okay. We speak the Catalan one, but not the Aragonese one, which is the Iberian vulgar language. So yeah, this is something we probably would do because we've been trying to do it for a long time. So we don't want to do the learning challenge because we would fail at that more than likely. But if we give it a little bit of money, we have a good chance of success. And this worked out nicely last time. So I think we're going to do that. Yeah, but we wouldn't say that one, that's for sure. Yeah, let's spend the money to see if we can't learn the language. Again, we've tried doing it the regular way. And we fail every time, regardless of the percentage. The Wise Fool. My name is Quaward, my lord. I have come before you to offer my wisdom. My son and heir, Prince Yusuf, who brought the man before me, looks skeptical. He approached the castle riding a donkey, my lord. Backwards. Okay, so we could say, please share your wisdom with me. We could gain some learning here. Or we'll become confused. Either way, we get opinion boosted with the character. He's a wanderer. He does have incredibly high learning. You say, let your knowledge bless the whole court. He'll join the court. Which makes sense with that high learning to bring him into the court. You say, I don't have time for fools. We probably wouldn't say that. Amusing, let him likewise amuse the masses and then make him into... Well, I was going to say make him into a court jester, but that's not the case. You just have him parade through the streets as a fool. Yeah, let's do this one. I think that fits our character. And then we have another language event. It looks like we learned the language. Finally. Here at the end of our life, we learned the language. Alright, excellent. So it took us, long enough and an event to do it. But yeah, we finally learned the language. And we lost one of our counselors here. I'm not sure who that was. It was our steward, which we had a really good steward. And so... it makes sense now to put a sheik in charge here. Of course, we have better characters. This sheik would be better, for instance. So you could put him in charge. But if you want to keep these powerful vassals happy, makes sense to do him. And he's not bad. He's not bad at it. So put him in charge. And he'll continue to promote cultural acceptance. Let me just take a look, see how we've done on that. We're up to 20% now. Though it is getting more difficult to do, and that's because of the decay towards baseline, which the baseline is 15%. So the higher we get above 15%, the faster it decays, and thus the slower we increase this. So while I said it was going to be like 30 years back when we were on like 10% acceptance, that's not the case. It's going to be much longer, unfortunately. All right, well, it's takes a lot of effort. It didn't help that we converted some territory there. And it looks like our oldest spouse and our friend, she has passed away. And I don't think we're going to arrange any more marriages at this point. Yeah, we're on the back end of our life. We've done our duty. I don't think we're going to do any more marriages here. Even if that does result in us losing piety, it's fine. So we didn't lose as much stress as I would think we would with her being both our spouse and our friend. Now we constructed the pastures over here. And then I said pastures, not pastures. Sounded like I said pastors. Then we got the attentive care, massive boost to our health. So we are never going to die. Clearly. Yeah, it's only countering the penalties. I mean, we're still 64, but every time I think a character is going to die young, or younger, they never do. And then every time I'm not expecting it, that we had that one character, I wasn't even expecting him to die yet, and then the inheritance wasn't even set up at that point. We were able to convert the faith. Excellent. So we still have a few more locations to do. Let's go and work on that one next. And I think it's like 3 counties left, and we'll have all of our counties converted. So long period of peace here on the back end of our character's life, because I was thinking we'd just wait till our son took over, and I didn't know it was going to be 15 years. So yeah, a long period of peace here in the realm. The comfort of a friend. So this is Walia Zemina, the one we met at that feast, and she's going to help us lose a ton of stress. Yeah, we're not stressed out at all anymore. We got, hold up, we got something else here first. This is just paying homage to us. We'll get some money from it, so that'd be nice. We also have a court event here, Royal Labs. So this is involving these 2 characters here. So I won't read all this here, but essentially she's speaking about our greatness and praising us. And then we have a deep, insistent desire to focus my mind with the keen sting of the whip slowly builds, gnawing at my mind and distracting my attention. Devon notices my distance, inquiring, "Are you all right, my lord?" with almost genuine concern. And so yeah, we're just having a royal lapse here, probably from our old age, or being possessed could be a part of it as well. So we can say, "My apologies," you were saying, and then we'll gain some stress. We can instead say, "Forgive me, I have business to attend to." We'll spend some of our court grandeur, but we'll lose some stress. Or we say, "Very good," and so we're just kind of playing it off. We say, "I will tolerate them, but only as long as etiquette demands." Just stand up and walk right past them out of the room. I think we'll just go with the stress gain here. Yeah, we'll just go with the stress gain. Kind of ignore it. But yeah, it doesn't speak well of our health here. So we also need a court position, something I haven't done yet. Oops. So we need to go ahead and appoint somebody, which we have this character here from that event, which he's got that really good learning. He's not a doctor, but yeah, I think he'd do fine in this, and maybe he'll get the doctor trade soon. We brought him into our court to make use of him, so let's go ahead and do so. Unfortunately, lost some development here in Huesca, and or development growth, I should say. Also lost some popular opinion, and we got a diplomacy perk. All right, so that's the last one of this branch here. We've gotten the Patriarch Trade, which unfortunately will increase the fertility. Hopefully we don't have any more children here, but will also help us reduce stress. And our camp cooks has been constructed. Is there anything else left to build in the capital? Nothing that we actually have the money for. Maybe we just need to save up a bit so we can get that. And looks like Prince Ali has finished his task to increase the control. So let's go ahead and get him doing any other locations that still need it. Looks like this one does. So we'll work on that next. So slowly getting control of the realm here. Also, we can go ahead and improve these. Let's go ahead and do that. That's going to get us another fort level, defender advantage, and more levies and garrison. So get to working on that. And yeah, just kind of waiting for the character we have here to die. Isabella died, increasing stress. So everybody else is going to die around us while our character just continues to live. So this is another oath of friendship. This is with Zemina. Yeah, I feel like this is like a true friend, and we've had like events with her and stuff, so maybe we would do it with her. Now, she is a vassal of ours. But with this case, I think we would do it. So she's real happy about that. And we gain hooks on each other. Could use that against us. We'll have to see what happens there. And again, the King of Steel is contacting us about wanting to exchange letters here. So we'll probably just go with the same option here and lose the stress. I think that's the best option for us. Now, we're going to attempt to murder him. We just never had good odds there. We could always look for more secrets in this location. That was years ago that we were looking at doing that. And he's still alive. Obviously much older now. Yeah, but his son and heir hasn't gotten any better. About the same pitiful character he was when we left him last time. I mean, he's not pitiful, he's not the worst. Musa, our second son, has come of age, and he's a flamboyant trickster, so didn't get as good of an education as his older brother. So he's already set to inherit territory, but we're not going to grant that out to him, because yeah, we are at our, we have plenty of room, I mean, under our limit. So he'll get that territory whenever we die, whenever that is. Is this a different character? It looks like this is a different character. I'm not entirely sure. I think this is a different character, so we'll play the game with them. Why not? And again, we're just going to keep doing the same options here. Going with the intrigue option. We'll just see if it works or not. And I'll just go all the way through it. I don't think that's the best way to do this, but that's how we're doing it anyways. And we actually won the game, so it worked out fine for us. And we can say that we love to play the game again sometimes and lose stress, and I think this is what we do. And there's a chance he might become a friend, and he's in his 50s, so might be another friend to die before us and cause us stress. It didn't work out anyways, though. We actually lost opinion with him. But we got rid of some of that stress, so that's helpful. And we were able to find out a secret here. Duke Nuno has a lover. Alright, so let's go ahead and blackmail him. See if this works out. It's 51% chance. He doesn't really care that much about his lover being revealed. But we'll go ahead and reveal it. The threat was made. So yeah, a long period of peace here, guys. We do have an event about lost birds, a band of lost birds. A wounded and disillusioned mercenary group has arrived at the Sheikdom of Urgel. The locals claim to have overheard talk of settling down after pillaging an easy target, and have begun to grow anxious. Tensions are high and conflict is likely to rise if I do not intervene in the matter. So we can say, you all look like fine farming material to me, and we'll offer to buy farmland equipment from the locals and give it to the mercenaries. That'll cost a bit of money, obviously, and then we'll have some increased holding taxes there, increased levies, and we'll also be able to get some bonuses with mercenaries. Alright, so that's one option. We can implore them to leave a diplomacy challenge that looks like we would most definitely succeed in, 100% chance, increasing popular opinion and gaining 150 prestige. You can say force them out of the city. It looks like a 100% chance of failure, and I don't think that's what we'd do anyways. Or let the locals handle it. Another thing I don't think we'd do either. I think we'd probably do one of these two here. And maybe just implore them to leave. Yeah, we'll do that. You get some good bonuses here for this one here. I guess it's worth it if this is somewhere we'd want to do it. Let me just take a look at where this is located here. All right, so it's right there. So it's not one of our direct locations, and so it doesn't really matter which bonus that location gets. You know, with the extra money and levies, you'll get a little bit from that, but not much, because we don't directly control it. So maybe one dude or something like that, and probably not even 0.1 gold. It's not going to make any real impact there, honestly. So yeah, we'll just implore them to leave. And we were successful as we knew we would, and that gives us some prestige. So it's helpful. So our fame is now illustrious, moving towards exalted among men. Though, who could say if we'll make it or not? This character lived way longer than I thought. I thought he was dying in his 50s. Here we are approaching 70. So we did find another secret, this mare. So we will blackmail the character. And we've now got a couple hooks. I expect that should succeed anyways. Oh, he refused. Alright, so we'll reveal it. Yeah, even with high percentages, people are often refusing. So yeah, no chance that we'll be able to do that, I think, if we don't get something here. This is on the actual king. So we found out his secret, and so let's blackmail him. I guess there's a weak hook there. I don't know what we'd use that for, though. I guess you could try and, like, yeah, he doesn't have any children here. So you can try and, like, force his grandson into your court or something. I don't know. I don't know if that's an option. Yeah, I don't know what we'd use the hook for over there. He refused anyways, so this actually lets us expose it. I mean, we could have exposed it from the beginning, I suppose. And that's probably what I should have done, is just exposed it. So that he'll get the murder problem here with the negative 15 opinion. Yeah, that's really what we should have done, I think, right from the get-go. Because there's nothing I had to really do with that hook, honestly. So I think that was the better option. So I'm glad it didn't work out for us there. Alright, so he'll lose opinion. It might be a little easier to assassinate him, now that everybody kind of dislikes him a bit more. And again, we're living so long, we might be able to complete it. So let's try. Let's see what we can do here, guys. So let's go ahead and arrange a murder. And we'll see if any of those characters you got hooks on can be forced into the scheme. Probably not. I got one person here, the mayor, that can be convinced. And that is with money and not the hook. Which is not really what I wanted to do. It's 137 gold too. Yeah, I'm not really willing to do that, guys. We'll just keep on looking for secrets there. But yeah, so far nobody's really willing to join this scheme without us having to pay them a bunch of money. So this is the King of France. First event we got with him. Also about exchanging letters with him. And, you know, I do actually want to have a good relationship with the King of France. So we'll do that and increase his opinion. I have no reason to not want to improve opinion with him, because we're not going to be attacking over there at all up north. We want to focus on Iberia. So yeah, it's unfortunate that it's taking so long for this character to die. I'm almost feeling like we're going to have to. Oh damn, yeah, especially because he's getting all these negative traits here. He's doing so good. Alright, so that's kind of a bummer. He must have got real stressed out or something about something. Probably all these kids he had. Good God. I mean, we did give him, you know, 2 different wives. Got the hell trait that has gone down there. You got the handsome trait here. And a robust there. I mean, it kind of is unfortunate that all his other children have these good traits, but not the heir. But, yeah, it's unfortunate we're waiting so long as well. To the impressive Sultan Ahmed of Aragon, thank you for the swift response. I'm looking forward to your correspondence. Please, I implore you, pick the first subject for us to discuss, so we can talk to him about realm administration, investment opportunities, or just give him a gift. So these might be based on his skills, though both of these kind of sound like stewardship ones, which that's what he's focused on. Yeah, I mean, either of these could probably work. I mean, I guess you could look at his lifestyle focus, which is duty. I don't know if that'll actually have any role in here. Yeah, either of these would probably work. I guess we'll do the tell me about investment opportunities. But unfortunately, that is going to have to be the end of today's episode. I don't know if we'll have an episode on Tuesday, guys. You know, we're really busy here in the early part of this week. I'll try and get one out, but it might be like last week where the first episode for the week is on Wednesday. We're just so busy with you know, trying to move and deal with this with the house. You know, it's so difficult, you know, selling a house and trying to buy a house at the same time, on top of everything else you do with the YouTube, working and you know, homeschooling the kids, which we still do that over the summer. We're gonna give them like a month break, but I don't think kids need a 3-month break for summer vacation. Just doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know why schools still do it, particularly when all the data shows that it's not good for the kids. Yeah, I think 3 months is a long time for a break, so we're giving them like a month break for the summer, and that'll be like, I think 2 weeks from today. Yeah, about 2 weeks is when we're going to start that, and they'll have like a month before we start school back up. But yeah, we're still homeschooling the kids as well, and so yeah, just so busy right now. But yeah, Jerusalem is now owns Hungary, so I'm guessing he inherited it or whatever. So yeah, it says Jerusalem over here, so that's interesting. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy today's episode. If you did, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. Do hope to see you guys on the next episode, which remember will maybe be Tuesday, but might not be until Wednesday. We'll see what we can make happen. But yeah, I'll see you then, and thanks for watching.